Hello everybody, good afternoon. This is Inner City Prepper and I'm coming here with a new video. This is actually this is our second video, new channel, and we're gonna get right into it. All right, so today I want to talk about prerequisites for prepping. And so if you live in the inner city or around the inner city, and especially if you're new to prepping, there are a few things that you want to consider and that you want to think about before you begin to start prepping. All right. Now, number one, you want to declutter your home. Okay. You really want to make space for the things that you're going to eventually need to start buying in order to prep for the people in your household. Now, of course, the more people in your household, the more space you're going to need. And so if you have things that you need to throw away, the more things you're going to need to get rid of. I know, for example, myself, I'm kind of a semi-hoarder. So I hold on to things for a long time. I've got things that I've held on to for almost 20 years. Things from when I was back in college. And, I had to let a lot of that stuff go. So I'm sure you have things that you need to that you could get rid of. So you need to go through your papers, or any cubbies, or any clothes that you may have that you don't need anymore, and you need to get rid of it and start trying to make space. So those clothes you have, you can take them to Goodwill, take them to some resale shops, and just start making space. And that's number one. So number one, you want to really declutter your home. Now, number two is really connected to number one, because you can kind of do this at the same time. And that is getting creative and starting to figure out where you're going to store the items that you'll need to prep. Now, if you live in the inner city, depending on where you live, you may live in an apartment or a townhouse. You may not have a lot of space. Many dwellings in the inner city, you don't have a garage, or you may not have a basement. There's a lot of apartment living. And so you don't have a lot of space, whereas preppers in the rural areas or in the country, they have barns, they have two-car garages, and you may have that in the city, but it just depends. Many people don't. So you may have limited space to use and to really work with when you're storing your items. So you want to start getting creative, start clearing out space in your closet, organizing your closet, and different things like that. If you have a raised bed, you can store things up under your bed. And there's just a lot of you know your place better than I do. But that's the thing. You want to declutter your home, and you want to start organizing space in order to put these particular items. Now, obviously, what items are we talking about? The thing is this: you don't have to. At this stage of the game, we're not talking about necessarily doomsday prepping. We've had those shows that you've seen on TV. We're not talking about building a bunker and prepping for I Am Legend or that kind of thing. We're talking about some basic emergency preparedness for some practical and plausible situations that can happen. And you want to safeguard your home, and you want to be able to thrive and survive that period of time, whatever time that may be. So what items are we talking about? Obviously, number one is water. You want to have enough water. Obviously, or you may have heard, rule of thumb is you want to have 1 gallon per person per day. 1 gallon per person per day. So if you have 4 people in your home, you're going to need 4 gallons of water for each day that you are preparing for. So that's a lot of water. That is a lot of water. And but you're going to need to make space for that. Now, that gallon, it's obviously, it's more than enough. If you have limited space, you got to do what you can do. You want to go to your grocery stores, to your Kroger's. You want to find really good deals on multi-packs of water or gallons of water. I'll tell you, one of the things that I think is a good idea is you can go and buy those 5-gallon plastic water jugs. and you can store those in a closet or store those in a corner in a bedroom or somewhere like that. You could do that. I was at Kroger a few weeks ago, and I noticed that there were, I think there was 24 pack. It was either 18 or 24 packs of water, and they were 2 for $5, 2 for $5. You can't beat it. And I was just there going to get a few groceries for the house. But you always want to be on the lookout for deals. And, you know, each time you go to the grocery store, you may want to pick up a can or some water or something to add to those preps. So what did I do? I wasn't even there for water. I had drinking water at home, but, you know, 24 pack of water, 2 for $5. I put about 4 of those things in a basket, and I bought them. So that's what I did. So obviously, you want water. That's the main thing. After water, you're going to need food. You're going to need food. I'm going to have, you know, that's up to you, what type of foods that you like, but you're going to want to get foods that you're going to eat. Canned food, tunas, salmon, canned vegetables, canned chickens, different things. In another video, we can talk about and discuss some of the possible type of scenarios that can happen in which we'll need to engage our preps. But right now, just a general overview, we know we're going to need water, we're going to need foods, canned foods, boxed foods, frozen foods, frozen meats. If you have a deep freezer, I would suggest, if you can, get an extra freezer, a deep freezer, and store meats, that kind of thing. Number 3, you're going to need first aid. You're going to need some basic first aid and medicine. So if you have prescription medicines, if you're getting low, you want to be able to have more than enough prescription medicines that you need. Also, over-the-counter medicines, antacids, laxatives, or not laxatives, but antacids, you know, things for upset stomachs, things for pains, Tylenol, aspirin, ibuprofen, whatever your choice is. And you're going to want to store those things away. You want to have a good supply of Band-Aids and bandages, excuse me. But you can go to, a bug on me here. You can go to Prime, Amazon Prime, and get things. You can get things over at Walmart. And you want to invest in those kind of things. Excuse this noise here. I'm going to let that truck go by. And yeah, so you're going to want to invest in a good first aid kit or collect enough first aid resources so that you have in case you need it for yourself or your family. And then number 4, you're going to want to be mindful of home defense. So whatever that means to you, a knife, machete, most people these days, you're going to have a firearm. Pistol, shotgun, something like that. We're not going to get deep into all of these things. Again, this is just a general overview of prerequisites and things that you want to keep in mind as you start this process of establishing an emergency preparedness plan for your home. So that's it. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it brief. Again, this is a new channel. We're going to get more into the meat and bolts of things as we go forward. Right now, obviously, I just want to get out a little bit of information. Please like the video. Please share this video. And stay tuned. We're going to get more and more in depth with these things as we get more eyes on the channel. I'm awaiting some equipment so that if the audio's a little bad right now, it's going to get better. The video content and quality will be getting better really soon. I was going to just wait until I got that equipment, but I personally believe, being in October and almost near the election, time is of the essence. This information needs to get out here, and I didn't want to just wait. So when I get those things, we will be doing more videos, and the audio will get better. And any suggestions or advice, please leave in the comments. If you're a hater, I welcome you as well. All right. Thanks, guys. You have a good day. And that's it. We'll see you on the next video.